covered in ashes when they left me bleeding. Is rise of the phoenix, forever succeeding. I'm keeping on grinding, my energy's rising. Transitional crashes no longer surprising. I gave it to source, the old me is dead. Destroying all curses, I live by the bread. I'm holding my head up, I'm standing my ground. The Empress arrived, the loss has been found.
Vibe gang, 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 what it do? It's your girl, Empress Pre, busting at you on the mic, sending you love and light wherever you are in the sector of your universe. Welcome y'all to another episode of Let's Talk, baby. If you've been rolling with your girl, what up, though? And for those of you that are new, welcome in. Proceed with caution. Eclectic bunch here, but we're always on our vibe gang, all right? Today we got something new for y'all. We have a special guest in the house, Agapi Petra, star of Shooting Guard. What up, though?
What's up? Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming in. And you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm definitely not from here. From Lansing, Michigan. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia. I've been out here like 3 years now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Chasing my dreams, trying to be an artist and an actor. And end up doing a movie.
Okay.
So
that's
the start of it.
That's the start of it. And then what else?
I do a various of things. Clothing line, also make beats. Writer and director, actor, of course, model, you know, trying to do it all.
Okay. You're doing it all. Y'all check out the movie Shooting Guard if y'all didn't know from the last time. I mean, real hip. Why don't you let us know how that came about?
It actually started off as a like a skit, you know, because I do a lot of skits and stuff like that on my YouTube and stuff. It's been a while since I did one, but back then I was real kind of heavy into doing short skits and stuff like that because I got ideas and stuff always running through my mind and stuff. So it was a short skit called, I think, Fast Lane.
Okay. That
was the name of it at first. Probably like 7 pages. It's a part in the movie where Solomon is telling Jamal when they outside, he walks him outside and he's telling him like this game ain't for him. Mm-hmm. That was the whole thing. So one of my friends and business partner at the time, he was gonna play the part of Solomon in the skit. Mm-hmm. So I gave it to him. We were sitting down reading and stuff like that. And he was like, bro, like, this is crazy. I'm like, what do you mean it's crazy? Like, the story is crazy? Like, I mean, it's only 7 pages. Just one of my random ideas that I came up with. So he was like, you should actually, like, dive more into it. I'm like, what you mean? He was like, make it a movie. Mm-hmm. So I was like, damn, a movie? You know what I'm saying? So we sat down and he threw a whole bunch of ideas at me and stuff like that, and I just bagged it all up and I just jumped into my computer for like 6 months and had to script the pre-script, and I was sitting on it for a while. I knew a few directors out here that I had met at Ralphie Sway's video shoot at the time because I danced and stuff too. So I was doing some stuff in the music video, but it was a few different people there on the scene and stuff like that. So I was just going around introducing myself, talking to people. And, you know what I'm saying, I remember those people when it came time for me, like, I want to do something with this, you know, and reached out to a few people. The meetings ain't really go as planned, so I kind of put it on the shelf for a while. And probably like 2 months after that, I hit up Luke from Lost Films, him and Sam. And we sat down and had a meeting, and the rest is history.
That's what's up. Now, it's available on Tubi and Prime Video, right?
Yes.
For streaming. Yeah. So, again, y'all check this out.
Yes, definitely.
Now, with that, what else, like, went into it? Was it strenuous to do? Was this your first movie making, or?
So I grew up dancing and stuff like that. So I really wanted to be a dancer at first, like my whole life since I was like 7 years old. I was in a few dance crews and stuff. Shout out KO Click. That was my crew. The last crew I was in, my best friends and stuff like that. We still close and stuff. So, when the process started, it kind of seemed, it was new, of course. This is my first movie. It was a new experience, but how I move, I'm a man of my word.
Right.
So once I say I'm gonna do something, even if I say I'm gonna do it to myself, like I gotta I gotta prove it to myself first before anybody. So
Bet.
I just felt like it had to be done. And the more I worked with Luke and Sam, the more I saw how much people believed in it and saw how deep the story was.
Right.
And so it was definitely hard as far as like financial wise, because this was my first movie. I ain't got $100,000. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no millionaire, you know. I just got dreams and goals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So on that side of it, yeah, it was definitely hard. Getting props, you know what I'm saying? I realized, like, as the executive producer, like, this is my project. I got a whole cast of people I gotta feed.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
literally, like, feed. I'm like, I ain't think of that. You know what I'm saying? And shout out Lady Q. She came through with food and snacks almost every time. Because, I mean, we would have been starving. Hey, we would have been out there starving and just making it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Little peanut butter and jelly sandwiches going on.
Not even them. Peanut butter crackers, maybe. Hey, I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? Because everything
Right.
was tied up into the movie and stuff like that. And so on that side of it, yeah, it was definitely hard. But outside of that, I was looking at the positive things of me bringing a whole bunch of people together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody has dreams and goals. Some of us have some of the same dreams and goals, but we're not connected. So I felt like this project connected a whole slew of people networking with each other, we networking together, you know what I'm saying? And the first table reading was when I realized, like, this is real. Like,
Right.
I cried and everything, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I wrote these characters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
out my mind. I
Yeah.
wrote these characters. I made them up, names and everything. And now I have like 15 people being these people in this room right now.
Yeah.
And they're putting their all into it. Like, I could see the passion and the trying to understand, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the table reading, I was kind of like just asking everybody how they felt and stuff like that. And the response that I was getting was like, okay, yeah, this is bigger than me. So when the financial side got even worse, I was like I said, I'm a man of my word, so I gotta do everything I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And I lost my apartment and stuff like that, trying to pay for it and stuff. And you know, a lot of people don't realize, like, when you chasing your dreams, what makes it that is the sacrifices you make. Because other than that, it's a hobby. It's nothing wrong with having hobbies, but like your passion and like your dreams, the things that keep you warm at night when it's cold and stuff like that, when you got to sleep outside, you know what I'm saying, at the age of 18, like, these dreams is what pushed me to be where I'm at right now, you know? And so, okay, I lost the crib, you know what I'm saying? I lost my whip, you know what I'm saying? It was just a lot of things, but I'm like, we made the movie happen. And it's on Tubi and Amazon. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. No, for real. It does take sacrifice. So it was filmed in the Mile High City.
Yes, definitely. I wanted to show love to out here. One thing me, Luke and Sam kind of always talked about was, I feel like the film industry, as far as here locally, is not as big or tight as I would say the music scene would be. Because I know a lot of music artists out here, and I've been around, and just watching how everybody know each other or everybody's kind of connected in some way, like it's like an industry, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so out here, everybody's kind of spread out and stuff like this. So like I said, like, this project is what brought a lot of people together. And from the girl who played Gia, Xenia Scott, is actually the one who kind of plugged me in to get the role that I got now.
Okay.
For Clifford.
Okay. Announcing.
You know what I'm saying? So that's, you know, like, those connections and just, you know what I mean, being your genuine self and stuff like that, meeting the right people. Like, I didn't ask her to do that. You know what I mean? Like, it was just a connection, and remembering that moment when we was there, like, oh, like, he's a serious person. I know he's going to take it serious. So, hey, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of connection segue, shout out to our girl chopping it up with Shelly, because that's how we got connected.
Definitely.
Thanks Shelly Shell for that connection.
For sure.
And now we here doing this right here on Let's Talk. So Love you, girl.
Yeah.
Love you for it. And then, I'm sorry, you also told me that you did your own stunts.
Yes.
How's that?
So I love martial arts. Eventually that's the route that I want to go as far as like fight scenes and like action movies, and I would like to do my own stunts, definitely, like especially when it gets to that type of level and stuff like that. But as far as my movie goes, yes, I definitely did my own stunts. I hooped in college. Shout out LCC, Lansing Community College, Coach Ingram. And I didn't hoop high school ball, I didn't hoop like middle school, nothing like that. But I hooped street ball, you know what I'm saying? I was pretty known doing that. And when I went to college, I started hooping and stuff. And so definitely didn't have no extras. I mean, no stunt doubles, doing none of the basketball stuff. And it's for the people that hasn't seen it, I don't really want to give it out too much. But there's definitely an action scene in the movie, and I definitely did my own stunts. And I was down for 3 days after that. Like, literally just in the bed, like just done for. Like, but like I loved it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the basketball stuff, I hurt my leg doing that. You know what I'm saying? But I love it. Like it's what I love to do. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go home like, damn, like I'm hurt, man. I don't want to do it. No, like let's keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So was this originally your dream? Did you know that you were going to get into acting, or you started off in college somewhere else?
So yeah, in college I started off as a business administration. That's what I was majoring in at first. But yeah, I'm not good at math. I was good at science and English and like writing and stuff like growing up. Like I was never good at math. So
Right.
I failed like 2 math classes back to back, and I was like, okay, things is kind of going downhill. But in between that, I was late signing up for my classes on the basketball team. I think I'm probably like maybe a year in, comfortable, you know what I'm saying? But I'm late signing up for classes. Deadline is like tomorrow. So I'm like, oh snap. So I'm trying to sign up for the class that I'm supposed to take. But now, like, I got to find some filler classes, like gym or like agriculture and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, intro to acting. I feel like I'm a funny person, you know what I'm saying? That's how it started. Like, I used to love making people laugh. Like, I quote a lot of movies. Like, I had a memory to, like, remember the energy, like, how people spoke, like, accents and stuff, like, in movies and stuff. I used to always just make people laugh and stuff. So that's kind of where my mind was at when I seen it. So I'm like, okay, intro to acting. Okay, let's do it. I need the credits anyway. So boom, I take it. I failed my last math class that semester before. So I'm doing the acting class and stuff like that. And mind you, at this time, like I'm from the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up in the hood. Like I was homeless, like poor, everything. Like I'm one of them. So I'm the only person in the acting class with a whole bottom grill, hat to the back. Like I'm in there with like forces on. Like everybody else is, like art people are a little more, I would say, out there as far as like fashion and just like thought process and stuff like that.
Right.
So I was a little more, like preserved, I guess. I wasn't that much out there. I was if I knew you. Okay. Like if you knew me, like you know what kind of person I am. But to everybody else, they like, oh, 6'5", like, oh, don't look him in his eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because I always had a strafe because I was always going through stuff at the time too. Yeah. But that's why I like making people laugh. So what made me transition from like being funny to taking it way more serious to the drama side is one of our projects in class, we was practicing like death scenes, like dying and stuff like that. So I think I was maybe like 5th. So I'm standing in line, everybody going to teacher, sitting there and stuff like that. It's like just an in-class project and stuff. So, I get up there, I took my grill out, put it in my napkin, put it in my pocket and stuff, took my hat off. Go up there, I'm up there with a straight face like this. All right, he's like, action, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I died, you know what I'm saying? And like when I opened my eyes and got up, like the looks on people's face, yo, I'm like,
Did I do
put
something
my
wrong?
put my grill in,
Right.
put my hat back on, turned it to the back, and I went and sat down in the corner like this. You know what I'm saying? But people were like, nobody got on the stage for like 2 minutes. Everybody just kind of, it was quiet. I'm sitting there, put on my phone, just start looking on my phone and stuff. So after the class, the teacher walked up on me. He was like, he's like, how long you been acting and stuff? I was like, this intro to acting class is my first time like really doing anything like this, you know.
Right.
I told him the same thing I told you, like I like making people laugh, quote movies and stuff, but like, you know, I'm playing basketball and stuff. Like that was my dream at the time. And so he was like, you should maybe think about taking it a little more serious and stuff like that. And sat down with myself. I really thought it out. Switched my major to acting theater and was going crazy doing that. I loved every minute of it, all the people that I met, all the friends that I made. And it got tough because it was like now I'm like getting to the end of finishing school. So it's like some of these classes I gotta take is doing basketball practice. So it's like it's really usually I can just work around it, but now like I have to make a choice.
Right.
So I made the choice to focus more on my acting and leave basketball alone and stuff like that. So I'm glad I did. I love basketball still to this day, but you know, I'm doing what I love to do.
Just kind of like the universe put it right there in your
Yeah,
hands,
and I
right?
had to make that choice. I
love
feel
it.
like a lot of people gonna have to make that choice, and some people make the right choice. I wouldn't say it's a right or wrong, but a lot of people go with what's going on around them. Everybody's hooping around me. I'm a hooper. Everybody know me as hooping. Like when I moved back to Michigan and stuff like that and started school, nobody knew me as a dancer.
Right.
I was only dancing down south. So I switched my major and I got it was a little tough as far as like my friends and stuff. Everybody was like, especially the basketball team, everybody was a little upset. You know what I mean? Some of my real friends, like they knew what I was on and stuff like that. So they encouraged me to do my thing. But like my coach and stuff, he was upset about it and stuff. But I'm just like, it was a part in Coach Carter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite movies. I always think about that when I think of that situation. It was like, the mom was like, this is basketball, man. He was like it's student athlete. Student comes first. So like school and then basketball.
Right.
So that's, you know what I mean? That's kind of how it played out in my mind. So I'm like, I'm going to do what I love to do and not what people kind of expect me to do because, you know, I'm so tall and I'm hooping. Like I've been hooping for years. Everybody know me as a hooper. I wear hoop clothes every day. I'm like, so when I switched, it was just like, man, you know what I'm saying? But hey, I loved it.
So should we like kind of be expecting a shooting guard too, maybe?
Yeah, I am definitely trying to work on writing that. As far as that goes, I'm gonna definitely try to bring everybody back who didn't die in the first one. Yeah, I honestly I want to see if I can take it to 4 movies.
Okay.
I ain't gonna tell you.
Please don't. We want to be surprised. We want to be surprised.
But you know what I mean? Part 2 definitely is gonna be it's gonna be a good one. If you watch the first one, you know he was headed out to college. So the second one is gonna be like he's in college and stuff like that. We're gonna bring, like I said, bring back people who didn't die in the first one. We're gonna introduce some new people who's gonna carry the next couple movies and stuff like that as well. So, you know what I mean, be on the lookout for that, definitely.
I know I'm definitely like looking forward to seeing more of the characters within the second one. Yeah. Because I love the first one, honestly. There was a lot going on there. Y'all need to really check it out for real. It's just like a really good movie. And I know that you have like a couple of clips that you've done before that. If you guys watched the trailer and did your homework like you was supposed to, come on y'all, vibe gang gang gang. We had what is it? Oh gosh, I'm sorry, I just got on y'all. That's what I get. Stop laughing at me, Dan. We had the first one, 187 100 187th Street, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how did that come about?
That was one of my I think that was like one of my first like my first skits, I think. As far as the drama side, I have like two different sides of my skits, as you know. But 187th Street, I love like the Powers like universe as far as like ghosts and all that right there.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Like, man, like a lot of people, you know what I mean, they like, oh man, it's washed up and stuff like that, man. But man, that's like some hood soap operas. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like,
I look forward
man,
to mine.
my grandma like grew up watching General Hospital. Like I grew up watching Power and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So 187th Street in my eyes is kind of like the start of like my own like universe as far as like griminess and stuff like that. Like, you know, so 187 is murder. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how that came up, because there's gonna be like a lot of like murder and stuff like that. And that's kind of how the skit starts off. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude looking for his homie and stuff like that. And I honestly, I be writing, you know what I'm saying, a lot. So I might have some more 187th Street.
Okay,
like,
come through with it.
You know what I'm saying?
I
like
liked it. Yeah.
I'm always doing something.
Okay. And then Gangs of the Concrete.
That was my favorite one. I hold that one like very dear to my heart, because I think that was the first time me and my best friends did something together.
Okay.
I love them guys. Shout out Snapback 40 and AA No Batteries. Man, like, so that one, I kind of, in a way, like like John Wick vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was the first one, so you don't really see that going on, but it's kind of, it got a little bit of that going on as far as like the bad guy who had the glasses on, who I played and stuff like that. And then I got my hitman next to me, which you don't see his face,
right?
Mr. Gray. So I kind of took aspects from that and stuff like that. But Gangs of the Concrete is just these guys trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? They came up on some money and they're trying to like finesse the plug.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's kind of how it started off and stuff. But it's definitely gonna get a lot deeper as far as that. I want to really bring that one back. I was just actually talking to the guys about that, like bringing that one back, because like it was just dope how we did it. And I shot and I really direct all my skits and stuff like that. So I shot and direct that one as well. So I definitely want to get more into my director side. Like I definitely love writing and then being in front of the camera.
Right.
You know, a lot of people like writing and being behind it, but I like portraying my roles, you know what I mean? Especially the leading role, because I wanted to swing a certain way. But I would definitely like to cast someone as a leading role in one of my movies, and I play like the supporting role. Okay. Like I definitely, or like even play like a super small role in it. You know what I'm saying? Like all my movies, kind of like how Stan Lee did in like the Marvel movies. Like I get to a point, I kind of want to just do that. Okay. You know what I mean? I think that'd be fire.
That would be.
Yeah.
And Planet Zerm, because you like took that in a different.
That's my other side. As far as like the action and like the supernatural and like martial art fighting stuff. Like eventually it's gonna be a lot of that coming. So I hope, you know what I'm saying, people accept that side of me too. You know what I'm saying? But
you are genuinely a martial artist, right?
Yes, definitely. I started off doing Tai Chi in college, filling another credit.
Okay.
But it was like it was pure like how I took it in. And even my sensei at the time knew that. And she even asked me like, how long you been doing martial arts? And I'm like, filling out credits. You know what I'm saying? She was like, and it was crazy because I was late to taking my finals. I'm glad she let me, you know what I mean, come in and do what I had to do. I think I was late from basketball practice. And the final, you got to do all the movement like that you studied during the whole semester and stuff like that. So It was just like a movie. I come running down the hallway, she locking the door, and I'm like, wait. Like, no, please. So I like beg her to let me do it real quick and stuff. So it was super dope. Like, I don't know if it was like that for everybody else, but when cause she turned all the lights off. So it was like maybe like 2 lights like shining down. She like, you want me to turn the lights on? I was like, no, I kind of like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she was like, you want me to do it with you? Like that, because she gave people the option to do it with her, but we got to stand in front. We can't stand behind her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was like, yeah. So it was like super dope. But yeah, I got an A in that. And after that, I kind of started doing like my own studying and stuff like that, like online as far as like reading, because she told me how natural my movements is, you know what I mean? She told me the other side as far as like meditating and stuff like that. So I started to read up on that and study more up on that and stuff. And after I moved, I didn't have a sensei for a while. So I just started to read up on different things. I learned more about the elements and stuff and realized, okay, yeah, I'm born under the earth element. Okay, so I started doing research as far as like earth styles of martial arts to connect more to the earth element and stuff like that. And I stumbled across Southern Praying Mantis, but at the time I had picked up Wing Chun. And with that, Southern Praying Mantis is an earth style martial arts, but Wing Chun has a lot of properties as far as like movement and stuff of that. So I kind of picked up on that. I found the sensei for a couple months, and then they moved. So I was kind of on my own for a while. And then people told me about this movie called Ip Man. And I kind of, way before that, when I was doing Tai Chi, people told me about that movie. I'm like, no, I don't, like, if it ain't Tai Chi, like, I don't want to, like, I'm trying to study this one style, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to, because I'm learning something new.
Yeah.
So when I did pick up on that, I'm like, oh, snap, they did say that these movies, like, was about that. So watch them, you know what I'm saying? But the way I watch movies, because of, like, my art already, I always dive deep. And if I don't understand something, I'll research it. You know what I'm saying? And Ip Man was Bruce Lee's like first sensei. And a lot of the things that he taught him, like I felt, you know, as far as like how to move in life. I ain't gonna dive deep into the politics because I don't want them to come for me. But they, you know what I'm saying? Bruce Lee believed that everybody should have and understand a certain way of living.
Right.
And that's all I'm gonna say on that.
You
know what I'm saying? We know, but like that's how I feel too. I don't believe in money, I believe in energy. The connection of people. I think. I had heard this I don't know if it was a quote or like a podcast or something like that, but this guy said, what if the way to the higher up, heaven, however, you know what I mean, people want to call it, is by the prayers that get sent up with your name in there. So the way I thought of that is, how much love am I spreading in this world for people to want to pray for me to, you know what I mean, get me up in there.
Right.
I'm like, dang, so that makes you want to like be a better person. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, granted, that's probably not how it works, but it just made me think of how I treat people and stuff like that and how I interact with people, you know what I'm saying? Just on a deeper level. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I like that. I like it a lot. That's a good quote and everything like that. So with all this that's going on, and you touched a little bit on you were homeless. You want to share anything with people, because you've come a long way from that.
Yeah, definitely.
So congratulations.
Appreciate that. I've been on my own since I was 12. Me and my brother, Mom Deuce got severely hurt when we was young. So we was kind of on our own, like on the streets, running the streets, you know what I'm saying? Like doing whatever we had to do to make it happen, you know what I mean? Selling drugs, stealing food, stealing whatever. And then we split up. He was in Michigan still, and I went back to Georgia. and stuff like that. So during those times, it was a lot harder for me. Because before my mom got hurt, like, 12 years old, I was still playing with toys and stuff like that. Like, action figures was everything to me. Like, and the way I played with them, like, you can't mess up my collection. Like,
Right.
I was still a kid. You know what I mean? I love video games and stuff like that. So around that time, like, I had to, like, grow up, like, super fast and stuff like that. So around, like, the age of, like, 17, 18 and stuff like that, I was homeless on the streets probably about almost a year. Trouble with the laws and stuff like that. Just trying to do what I can to, stay afloat and stuff like that. But, it wasn't easy. I ain't had no help and stuff at the time because all my family and stuff was in Michigan, and it was kind of hard for me to stay in touch. So a lot of them didn't even know what I was going through and stuff like that. So, but I, at that time too, like towards the end of me being homeless and stuff like that, like, I want to go to, the whole time I want to do something in my life. Like, I ain't no trouble kid and stuff like that. I just, it's just the circumstances that I got. I don't know nothing, never been taught anything, you know what I'm saying? So I got my GED when I was 16, and that was kind of it. You know what I mean? Like, it was streets for sure after that. So I ended up going to Michigan. This girl I was dating at the time, her mom had got me a bus ticket. I rode the bus 2 days with no food. It was cool though, because I was, about to go see my mom, who I ain't seen in like 4 or 5 years. I ain't seen my brother in like 4 or 5. I ain't seen none of my family in like 5 years. So I get up there, it was a reunion and stuff. Started college, I think, like 2 months after that. And that's kind of how it started.
So is that what kind of like just triggered, like, okay, no, this isn't for me anymore. This is the direction I want to go.
Well, the choices that I had was bad or worse. I didn't really have like a good or bad choice. Like, okay, clearly this path over here is good. It was like, okay, I could either go down the dark path or this one that got one light all the way down the street. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what's happening in between there. Like, so, when I did start college, I felt like that was a big accomplishment for myself, a compliment for myself, you know what I'm saying? Because of just everything that I've been through, you know what I'm saying? Seeing the smile on my mom's face that I was in school and, you know what I mean, doing something with myself and stuff. That was a beautiful thing. And when I switched my major, it got a little, you know what I mean, more exciting and stuff like that to be able to see my people come to my plays and stuff. Granted, they weren't able to come to all of them, but, the ones that they did come to, it was love and stuff. But everything that I did was, you know what I mean, for myself to be happy. And that was going to ultimately sprinkle down on everybody around me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's what's up. We speak about, I speak about that a lot here on the show. Is there any advice that you can give?
Definitely. I have a lot of advice to give, but right now I'll say with that, believe in yourself, even when you don't. Kurt Franklin said you have to, what he said, you got to move wounded. You got to keep going even when, you know what I'm saying, you hurt. A lot of movies and stuff that I always loved and watched was like Greek movies, like Marvel movies and stuff, because it was like a visual representation of somebody going through something and still accomplishing it at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
So I say be your true self, and with that you'll never fail. Always focus on your dreams, even when things is confusing, even when you feel lost. Remember why you started doing it. Enjoy the journey. Even, I'm talking to myself with that. You have to enjoy the journey, no matter where you at. It was a point in time where I used to lay in bed and just cry because I felt like I had all these ideas after college. I had all these ideas, just so much. A lot of stuff wrote down, like, and I have nobody to deal with.
Right.
Nobody, like, I'm still in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know me for knocking people out and fighting and doing all this crazy stuff. So nobody really taking me serious when it comes to, like, oh yeah, bro, I'm trying to do a skit, or they're like, bro, what if you don't go dunk on somebody and sit down somewhere? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, when I moved out here, it was like, damn, like I made it. Like, yeah, I don't have $1 million yet, but I've made it, because I remember when I was sleeping outside cold, thinking about, man, I want to dance and act.
Right.
And then I remember them times after college where I was like I'm doing this alone. Now I'm sitting in the room with everybody looking at me for answers and stuff like that, and for confirmation, like, are we doing it to your liking?
Right.
Of course, because you're doing it, and
Right.
I appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can ask anybody during, you know what I'm saying, during the projects, anything that I do, I always appreciate people, because for one, they don't have to do it. Nobody has to do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for somebody to come in and believe in what you have on paper, or however you got it, showing them,
Right.
like, they believe it enough to, yeah, I'll take the time out of my life to help you make this happen.
Yeah.
Like, that was, I made it.
That's what's up, because it's nothing like, I don't know, people don't understand, like, when you are, just to bounce off of that, when you are just reaching for your vision and you can see it so clearly, you know what I'm saying? You're already living it, in your mind, and then you're trying to be hype and explain it to people, and people don't understand, the strength that it takes, and the mental strength and the emotional strength, because you have to be your number one coach at that time, because a lot of people around you are just like, say, what, you gonna do what?
Man, and to go off of that, like, it's gonna be a lot of lonely nights. Even with the people that do believe in what you're saying, it's gonna be some times they like, man, I don't know. Or you just gonna feel like misunderstood. And that's okay, because there's people out there that do understand.
Yeah.
You just gotta keep moving. You can't take it and hide it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Think of Superman. Like, if he never showed and became that hope beacon for people, like all the other people who felt like they could make a difference would have never tried it. Justice League, none of that would have happened.
Exactly.
Everybody would have just kept being on their own in secret. You know what I'm saying? Like, I use like superhero stuff as analogies a lot.
No,
You
it's
know what
okay.
I'm
I
saying?
get it. I'm a superhero person.
Yeah,
So
you know what I'm saying?
I get it.
So, but like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, that's how I like to move, because back then, I still had all these talents back then, but it would just eat me up on the inside.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, the more you be yourself, the more people that's like you are gonna attract to you.
Right.
But see, if you're not moving like yourself, you're gonna move however you moving. So if you're not trying to act, if that's not you, how you moving, why you moving like that? Because you just gonna get all that energy to you. It's like, now you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why a lot of rich people and stuff like that, they be all, because it's like, okay, they're not moving exactly how they want to move. They just move with what pops. Oh, okay, I did this and this pops. Okay, now I gotta keep doing that to keep popping. But if you just keep going the route that you want to go, regardless on how it's coming, when it do pop, you're just gonna be chilling, because I'm me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
you have the peace that comes with that
exactly,
as well.
Exactly.
That's what you're looking for. And then shoot, forget the money, it'll go away. Your peace is sacred.
That experience
Yeah.
of trying, because even when you do have dreams and stuff, like you said, all this stuff is in your head. When you start to move, it's going to be a new experience. So I'd rather take the experience and the moments over the money, because like you said, the money is going to go.
Yeah.
And it's going to come.
Yeah.
It's going to come regardless. You can go work a 9 to 5. It's going to come.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So be yourself. Do what you want to do in life. You know what I'm saying? Be respectful to other people. Even when you get to a certain level, like, some people just be like, oh, man,
Yeah.
Bro, you was at some point when you there. Like, why switch up? You know
For
what I'm
real.
saying? Like, stay
No,
humble.
yeah.
Yeah.
No. For real. I'm just happy that somebody else said it. See?
Yeah.
Your girl be off, but she don't be too off, too. So what are you manifesting now? What can we look forward to?
I'm working on a short film called Clifford, where I play the young version of an old guy, old Clifford.
Okay.
I'm the young Clifford. It's a drama. Shout out Lakia, shout out Esther. It's like it's a short film, but I promise you, it feels like a full a feature because the passion behind the writing, and the expression that me and Esther bring. She plays the wife. It's a beautiful thing, and it's cool. Like just kind of focusing on acting. You know what I'm saying? Because when I did my movie, I was stretched thin. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like even in my movie, I felt like I could have did a lot better if I just focused, but I couldn't because I was doing everything. You know what I'm saying? So this, I could just focus on what they need me to do. You know what I'm saying? And she's very thankful for, the work that I put in. She tells us all the time and stuff. So, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I think they are going to show that sometime before maybe spring. Is March spring?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'm just saying the spring. I don't know exactly when, but you guys would definitely be. Yeah, definitely. And I just got casted for a movie with my guy Miles, who played Solomon in my movie.
Okay.
Yeah. He has a beautiful project. I don't really want to go into details because I just got casted. But I will say that he did ask me to be his DP.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm very excited for that because me and his chemistry, man, in shooting guard, I've been telling everybody, I can't wait to get him in something else.
Right.
I don't really know how strong or not strong, but how long my role is in the movie and stuff like that. But just working with him, it's, man, I love that man. You know what I'm saying? The way he think, you know what I'm saying? Because I almost think the same. We almost think the same in a way as far as the poetry of it. You know what I'm saying? And so when he asked me that, I'm like, man, I'll be honored. You know what I'm saying? Say less, bro. What you need me to do? You know what I'm saying? You need me to snatch the ceiling down off this month? You know what I'm saying? So I'm very excited for that. But yeah, I don't want to say the name or nothing like that. But shout out to Miles.
That's what's up, Miles. Thank you. I'm looking forward to seeing it whenever it get through. You gotta keep me posted on that, so I can keep y'all posted on it, so we can support and everything. So, man, it's a pleasure having you here, and I thank you for coming through. Is there any last words you want to leave with the people? Vibe Gang?
You can start one day, or it can be day one. I think I heard The Rock say that. He's one of my favorite actors as well. I love the people that transition from something else to doing something else, because people try to put you in a box and stuff.
Yep.
But what I want to say to the people is just believe in yourself, believe in the journey, trust yourself, and love yourself while you're pushing. Because, man, we are our biggest critics, man, and we can tear ourselves down more than anybody else can. So it's while you're pushing, you just gotta love yourself, and I promise you, that'll carry you through. Just not being too hard on yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And drink water.
That's right.
Yeah.
Y'all can follow Agapi on Instagram.
Yeah. Agapi_sensei on all platforms.
All platforms.
Yeah, follow your boy. I'm doing all type of crazy stuff. I still be dancing and stuff too, so you can look out for some little dance videos and stuff too. I'm trying to get back in my bag on that. You know what I'm saying? Don't count me out just yet.
Y'all make sure to check out the music and stuff too.
Yeah.
That's popping. So until next time, it's your girl Empress Pre with another episode of Let's Talk. I'm Ed.
My grandmother always said, you gotta crawl before you walk. And now that I'm walking, my feet won't fail me now. Travel through life and reach an awakening. The journey's been cold, it's time for a reckoning. Abandonment issues kept pulling on my heartstrings. I fired back by accepting what you love would bring. They saw the beauty but tried to change it into the epitome of their illusion, creating what our distance be. Calling me funny type cause they don't have access now. And petty's my title cause I refuse to bow down. Hold up, I was surviving when their presence was unknown. Exiled and broken but my will remains strong. I'm not allowing my failures to get the best of me, or the stigma of fear to define my destiny. Covered in ashes when they left me bleeding is rise of the phoenix, forever succeeding. I'm keeping on grinding, my energy's rising. Transitional crashes no longer surprising. I gave it to source, the old me is dead. Destroying all curses, I live by the bread. I'm holding my head up, I'm standing my ground. The Empress arrived, the loss has been found.